the story had left off, it was a blowout. We camped out at Kevin's house, got back to it first light the next morning. Totally different scene. Yeah, what do you think about that hat?
Is it recording? So we're finna fly Oregon coast. Finna go try it right now. If my motor starts. Being that I'm fully geared up for wintertime shenanigans, it's unlikely it'll start. Not that it's wintertime, but I ain't used to this heat. I mean this cold. Before I get going, I'm gonna dig out my sunglasses because I'm gonna put them on after I launch since they're fogging up. I don't wanna be digging too deep when I'm out there flying, so I'm gonna put those in this pocket. Huh, nada? I don't remember having this much trouble ever. Yeah, no, it ain't cranking. The sh**. Okay, let's give it a third try. When you mess up a couple of launches and you're thirsty after you take off. Good to have one handy. Cool rock outcropping. The Pacific Ocean on the northern coast. Kevin doing some low flying this morning. I like it. I might go down here and join him. Just a helmet note. I can't get it to stick on my ears with the cold weather garb on. Oh, check it out. A little fog inversion. That's kind of neat. Oh, a dead sea lion? Oh, wow. Well, I'm more or less parked. I don't think I'll be going any further, but it is quite a beautiful coastline. Let's see, where did Kevin go? Ah, Tally-ho, over there. It's gonna do a slow cruise back. in the wild before. This is pretty cool. Man, they just dancing and playing. swimming in the bay. No. That's right. Don't get any sand. Lincoln City, Oregon, check, mother. You know, sometimes riding that early morning struggle bus is worth it. At first, my motor wouldn't crank. I had to get it off and choke it. Well, they had knots in my line. They were all compressing up. No, it was just a simple compression nut. I thought I'd cleared them. I guess I missed something. That was frustrating, but it's what it is. Totally worth it, though. Your place is amazing. You can get it all. Low end.
The head, you can cross the head.
I tried to. It was too much wind up top.
You feel that inversion?
Yeah.
You get up about 300 feet, all of a sudden it gets double warm.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said that was fun watching you guys.
Oh yeah, it was fun doing it too. We enjoy these things a lot. Now we do that too, like without the motors, but when it's real calm winds, you gotta.
It's beautiful today.
Yeah. If the wind's picked up, we can get next to a ridge and the wind pushes up and you can just float there as long as the wind's blowing.
That's cool.
Effortlessly and quietly.
Yeah.
I hate the noise and the rigmarole these things make, but it's a good trade-off. Try not to loiter in one place too long.
Exactly.
You get 9 people that are giving you thumbs up and 1 person that's giving you the old middle finger. So that was the Oregon coast flight. From here, not sure. I think maybe I will go north. Cape Kiwanda is just a short drive away. I could have breakfast and go there, wait for the winds to pick up and do some dune soaring. Might take the light pod and the Zeno and do some dune soaring out there. Might bring the Hadron if it's really blown out and do some high wind shenanigans. Should be fun. Come with me. You care if I do a vlog back here, Rainey?
Go right on in.
I'm gonna sit in Brody's desk here.
Go for it.
What we got here? Itch Relief Moisturizing Lotion.
Yeah.
It's probably good for poison ivy or something. It's not in focus. Yeah, that's focused now. How about me? Now, let me tell you the story of Cape Kiwanda, Oregon. Apparently, it's a very popular site, both for free flight pilots and for the general public. It's a small coastal community town. Every parking lot... Let me back up. COVID was going on. This was back in August, at kind of the heat of the summer. Everybody was worried to death about the COVID still. You know, put your mask on everywhere you go. A lot of stuff was closed. It was in a state park, and the state park was closed. Usually, you would be able to drive within, I'm being told, like 100 yards of the launch site. It's a big sand dune that kind of pokes out into the ocean, and you could park near it and hike in. But the way they had it set up with the COVID situation is you had to park almost a mile away. Every parking lot in that little town had big signs up, no trailers. You know, here I am living in my trailer behind the truck, so I don't want to get towed, because if that truck and trailer, am I saying it right? Truck and trailer gets towed, I'm homeless, standing on the side of a beach in Oregon with some free flight gear. So I didn't want that. I didn't want to take that risk. I pulled in a few parking lots, asked some people, be like, I don't know, they might not do anything, but yeah, the signs are everywhere, no trailers. So I didn't want to take any risk. I made 2 or 3 passes through this little town, just looking for anywhere to park. I was going to walk the mile over to the dune and surf it because it was blowing. Winds were about 18 miles an hour, gusting almost 20. Just insanity conditions, but hey, it's beach air, so why not, right? I got what it takes to handle that. So I went a little further north. Some other guys had given me some intel on another place called Sand Lake Recreation Area. As soon as I got off of Cape Kiwanda, like just I don't know, 100 feet out of town, there was no cell service. I couldn't call the locals. I couldn't get in touch with anybody around there, so I just drove on in. I got there and it's just this huge sand dune right next to the ocean. There was some mountains, like a little peninsula jutting out. It almost put it in a rotor zone. Like, I'll show you what the winds look like on the little map here. But it was honking. It was honking. There was sand blowing everywhere, and there was 4-wheelers and motorcycles and RVs and all manner of motorized vehicles just banging along. Hey, Brody.
Hey.
Do you need your desk? Good, because I was sitting in it. So I found like a recreation officer there, a park ranger, whatever you call it. And like, hey, man, where do they launch the paramotors from? He just comes right back with, right out there in the sand. All right. He said, put $3 in an envelope in that bucket over there and have at it.
And so I put $3 in an envelope in the bucket over there, and I threw on my paramotor, and I did some high wind paramotor shenanigans. And I didn't take any video, and I didn't take any pictures, except for one. As soon as I was done, I snapped a selfie right before I left. But I flew for maybe an hour just by myself out there. I was the only guy on a paramotor, and I was landing on the sand dunes and landing on the beach and landing on the signs and just doing all the stuff you do in a high wind situation. Where I took off was actually rotoring behind the dunes, but I didn't want to walk all the way across to where it was clean. Takeoff and landing was in 18-mile-an-hour sand dune rotor, but my skills were up to par that day. No damage, no stumbles, no nothing. Just a good, clean, solid high wind flight. Lots of hovering, lots of standing up, landing on the beach, hopping around to another spot. Y'all know how it goes with the high wind stuff. It's like hover time, right? Make a song. You ever heard of Hammer Time? He was a rapper from the 90s. If there was a paraglider rapper guy out there, he'd probably write a song called Hover Time. And he would have done it out there at Sand Lakes that day. That's how good that was. But I'm going to cut that video here, get back out here and get to work before they fire me. I keep trying, but they're not doing it. I keep trying hard. Y'all enjoy the rest of the stuff. I'll go from here north into Washington. That's coming up on the next video. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. What's up, everybody? Kyle out. Hey, but you weren't there, Max. Is this good content?
Dude, it's going to be good content.
Yeah, how about this?
Took off on that little unicycle. Blew my mind.